Hello and welcome back to our 30-day challenge. It is day number 13 of trying to complete an entire island without using Nintendo Online. Today is day 13, which seems crazy because that's almost halfway through. And as you can see kind of behind us, there's not a whole lot of decorating going on so far. So my plan today is to finish all of the layout for the island because we do have a good chunk left. So basically everything like on, I don't know, the bottom left of the island, like on the other side of the river, that's all like planned out. Except there's like a tiny area where we're doing a like farmer's market, but I don't have like a real plan for that yet. So I'm leaving that space untouched. It's also like taken over by flowers, so I don't even want to worry about that right now. But we need to work on the entire like other area for the rest of the villagers and most of the like in-game buildings. I think all of the in-game buildings are on the other side. So that's going to be a lot of work today. Also, I just wanted to give an update on kind of what I've been doing off camera. And as you can see, we're actually in November, and I did time travel a little bit back because it started getting like really orange and I just wasn't loving it. But I am working on collecting some mushrooms, and I've been trying to get the mushroom DIYs, but I've only gotten 2 so far and they're not super great. I also upgraded my house to have the room on the side, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I kind of need the extra storage. But you can also see I've run out of storage, so I have a bunch of stuff laying on the ground, which is lovely. And let's see. Oh, I guess another update. I did do the fishing tourney, so I got all of this kind of stuff from it. I was getting really frustrated because I was really trying to get these 3 items, the cooler, the fishing rod, and the anchor, and that little beaver kept giving me all of this stuff. So I played for a lot longer than I wanted to, but I did end up getting the stuff I wanted, so I was happy about that. And they're actually in pretty good like customizations, so I don't even know if I have to recustomize them, but I'm super excited for that. And let's see, I think the first thing I want to work on is placing my house down. So let's whip out the construction terraforming app. And I think I have decided fully that I want to do absolutely no terraforming. The only type of like terraforming, if you want to call it, is like this pathing, which I don't know if you consider it terraforming because it's like in the terraforming app. But what I mean is no cliff and no water touching, no touching of the cliff or water. So just pathing, including custom designs and in-game pathing. I will use that, but no like changing the landscape, if that makes sense. And for my house, I actually did like a little bit of prep work before I started before I started recording today. So I did work on getting rid of some trees up here and on the other side. And I want to put my house up here. And then we're going to have a like incline going down. And then there's also going to be an incline down there going to that section of the island as well. But I want to put my house back here, and I'm thinking I don't want it to go all the way against the back because I do want to, I think I want to put a whole row of vertical board fence back here so it kind of blocks off the ocean. I just don't like seeing the ocean, and it kind of gives more of a backdrop. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I do actually like this tree here, so I think at most I want the house to start here. And then it is 5 tiles. Is that 4? I lost count. Like that, which I think is okay. And then let me see what it looks like fully built, because it is 4 tiles wide. The first tile, or like in depth, the first tile is kind of like walkable, but you can't really place a whole lot of items. So that's not like the best, but it does come out this far in total. And then I want the incline to be over here somewhere in the front. And then I was thinking I could give myself like a little farm over here. So some like stripes of dirt pathing with some sort of crop or crop adjacent item. Because I have been collecting those mushrooms, and I think it'd be really cute to do a mushroom farm. I think that'd be really cute. And then as for the incline, let's come down here real quick. This is kind of like a small area, and since I'm not doing any terraforming, I would usually like knock back the cliff like a tile so you can like kind of put the incline a little further into the cliff so it doesn't stick out so far, because it will come out 3 tiles, which is kind of a lot for this area because it is relatively small right here. But I'm thinking we put the staircase like right here to give like that's as far forward as I can put it. I also don't think you could put one here because of the river. I don't know if you could put it right against the river, but I don't think so. So this would be the incline going up, and then we would need one going up this direction. I don't know if I want it all the way against the cliff. I kind of think I want it, I feel like that would be too close to the other one. So I'm thinking like right here for the incline going up this direction, like this. And then I feel like that's enough room. You can like come up and then do a little turn and come up. And then I still like, that's like 2 tiles width right here. So I feel like that's enough room to come through this way. And for over here, I don't really have a whole lot of planned for this area back here. I was kind of thinking of doing like a flower field with some butterfly models, because I do have a bunch of butterfly models now. Well, not a bunch, I have like 5, but I think that'd be pretty fun. Or I was thinking like a scattered farm, like little patches of farm, and then just like a cute little log plank little walkway that leads over here. But I do think this is good for my house. Unfortunately, the incline won't be centered with my house because the house is an odd number, so you can't really center it. But I think this is the best I can get, and I don't want it over here, so I think right here is perfect, and then like this would be too close. Also, I think I can put a tree right here, like right on this like half tile that I'm standing on, which would be really cool. So I think we should go grab my house in an incline, and I do have to decide which incline I want to use because we did use the stone bridge, but I don't know if I want to spend all the money on a stone staircase because it's getting kind of expensive, especially with moving everything. Everything's like 10,000 bells to move. And nail art. See, why am I not getting the mushroom DIYs? Please give me the DIYs that I want. I also have to do like my dailies for today before we time travel, but I'll probably do that off screen because I've done them like almost every day, and that is probably getting repetitive. But let me grab my house and stuff. Here are the options for the incline. I do really like the red one, but look how expensive that is. There's no way I'm paying that much. And then this isn't much better. I think that's the same price as the bridge, but I still have one more bridge to place, and they're like super expensive. I do also like the log staircase, but again, it's like the same price as the stone one. So I think I'm just gonna go for the cheap one. I know I went a little bougie with our bridges, so I think we can cut back a little on the inclines and just go with the natural one. I also feel like that makes more sense, kind of. I don't know. I think it will work out. So let's go place those. The house is gonna go right here. Moving kit. And I do want to imagine it, even though there's not a whole lot to imagine, but I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of cute. I don't love the one window on the side with like the bushes on the other side, but I really don't want to expand my house anymore. So, and I just realized I'm gonna have to wake up here every morning when I start a new day, but I guess that should be fine. And then the incline's gonna go right here. Yeah, see how far that sticks out? Let me imagine it, because what does it look like with the house in the back? I guess we won't see the actual house, but I mean, it doesn't feel like terribly off center, you know? I don't know, I think it's fine. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay Lloyd off, and then I'm gonna do a couple dailies, and then we'll time travel to plan out some more stuff the next day. I just got this really good DIY from the beach, and I'm really hoping that I don't need to know the DIY for the cutting board for this, because I don't think I have that one. Okay, I just need wood. Okay, that is a relief. Also, I know I mentioned the other day that we got the log sofa and I didn't have the chair, but I did end up getting the chair, so now I can make it, which is super exciting. Also, I mentioned that I didn't have a sofa, but I realized you can actually buy the sofa from Harv's Island, like in your Nook shopping, so I did go ahead and buy that, so I do have a couch now, thankfully. Also, I don't think I've ever seen fossils spawn in this weird pattern, like 3 in a row. That is very, very odd, but as you can see up here, I did do some work on getting rid of all the trees up here as well, because I think this is the next area I want to focus on. And the area here, we're actually supposed to have 3 houses. So let's grab out our tools again, and I'm going to try to plan this out. The path is going to be probably a little weird. So really the only spot I think that we can put an incline is right here, because we're gonna have the Able sisters kind of like in this little pocket that's like against this angle. I mean, we could move it back a little farther, but I feel like that would interfere with this bridge, so I don't really want to do that. And then kind of where Cole's house is, this is where we're supposed to have Nook's Cranny. So I think this is like a good spot between the two shops to have an incline. Plus, I mean, that's really the only place I can place it because I can't put it here if Nook's Cranny's here. So that's really all we can do. And I was initially wanting to put a diagonal bridge here, but as we learned the other day, it doesn't really fit here because of the way the terraforming is. And like I mentioned earlier, I really don't want to do any terraforming on this island except for pathing. So I think our next best spot is going to be right here. So I think they're 4 wide. So something like this is where the bridge is going to go. And then we're going to need this path to come down this way, kind of wiggle around and get to the incline. So I kind of want to see what this pathing looks like before I place the houses down or plan where the houses are going to go. So I might actually put that bridge in first. So if that's the case, I do want to put a plot down at the same time. So I think we can actually plan the campsite real quick, and then we can place the campsite in that bridge. And then tomorrow in game, we should be able to plan the 3 houses just because I want to see what it feels like with the bridge here. So actually, let's pop over to the other piece of terraforming we have over here, because this is where we're going to have the campsite. It's going to be up here. And for the campsite, there really isn't a good area over here for an incline. Like, we could technically do it right here, but it's going to come out 3 tiles. And that only leaves 1 tile right here to walk by, and that's just so weird to me. Same with right here. It's going to be super close to this. So I'm thinking we just put a ladder setup kit either on this little bump out, this little bump out, or this little bump out. And I did buy the ladder setup kit from Nook's Cranny, so we can craft one of those. I kind of feel like it should be on this little spot, this little guy right here, and then you can climb up here. And then I want there to be some sort of like more organic type path to get to the campsite that I think I want to be in kind of like this chunk. And then we do have the secret beach here, so I think I want to put another ladder here and then one down on the, because there is a cliff down there as well. We're on the 3rd tier, so like a ladder here and here to get down to the beach, because I do want it accessible and I can't really terraform a way for you to get there. So I think that will work. And then this little sliver is so weird. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Maybe just some filler stuff. But I think I want our campsite to be here. And with that, I want to make sure I can fit in a tree over here. So I think I can fit one here. I think I could fit one here. So at most, the campsite can be this far over. And again, I think I want to put some fence behind it, kind of like what I said I was going to do with my house. So not all the way in the back, but like here. And it's 4 wide and 4 in depth. So like here. So I do have to move some of these crops real quick, but I think that's a good spot for the campsite. And then again, over here, we're just going to do a little ladder. So at least I get to save money on not putting another incline up here because your girl is getting broke. But yeah, let me move this stuff and then I'll place this and then we can go ahead and time travel to see what we want to do with the 3 houses down there. Okay, well, I am now just realizing that you cannot place a ladder right here because it is not stable ground, which is really, really dumb. How? I guess you won't be able to come all the way down on the beach unless I leave you a ladder. That is... What is the point of having a ladder setup kit if I can't use it where I want? Okay, that just made me really annoyed. Anyways, let me get back to placing the stuff. Our beautiful bridge is now placed, and I feel like right here is a cool spot because you can see the bridge down below and the one over there. It's kind of cool. But over here, I need to work out how I want this path to connect to the bridge. So I'm gonna fiddle around with the pathing for a second. And I guess I'll show you what I come up with. Hopefully it's semi-decent. So I think I have this worked out now. It is a much kind of smaller area than I had initially thought it was. But I think this will work. So we have the path from where we're going to have the incline right here. And then we're going to have a house right over here where they can have like a small little farm in front of their house or something going on here. And then there's another house over here. And this road does like a little bit of like a zigzag thing, and then it kind of zigs again over here, and that goes up to the bridge, and then this road will eventually lead farther back. I want to put something kind of cool back here, but I don't know what to do. So if you have like fun ideas for like, I don't know, like a little secret area, I feel like we could do something with that, because it's kind of like a hidden little area. So I think that would be fun to do something maybe a little weird. Oh, a gyroid. A boingoid. I think I have like 4 of those already. But this looks pretty good, especially with this bridge here now. I think it worked out pretty nicely. And then this will come over and go to the campsite that I did add the ladder over here, and then campsite. Boom. I think this is good. So I'm going to work on grabbing those house plots and the incline for over there, but I figured while we're moving the houses, I can also place another incline that we need to, so we kind of have 2 other inclines that we need to plan. Well, one's already kind of planned. Oh my gosh, all the mushrooms. So I was going to have a incline over in this area to get up here. Oh, I see a balloon. Please be a mushroom DIY. I have only got 1 mushroom DIY from a balloon, and it was for the wand. I don't want the wand. I want a cool item. Okay, a kettle. What kind of kettle is it though? Is it the black one? Oh, it's that. Okay, I think I already own that actually, but whatever. So over in this area, we are supposed to have, I plan to have like kind of like a food truck situation right here. And then we do have the bridge that is right here, and it's supposed to go, a road is supposed to go across here, and we're supposed to have a house here and here, kind of like neighbors, and then maybe like a little farm situation over here. And I'm thinking, where do I want to put the incline? We could put it like here. I don't know how close that will be to the houses though. So maybe I do have to plan that out as well, because I imagine the road coming out like this, and then it's kind of a small area, so the road might just have to be like 1 tile away from the river right here, and then it's gonna go this direction as well, and then eventually it will somehow connect over to this bridge, which will lead over to the Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny as well. So let me see where I can actually fit these 2 houses, and then we can kind of see where we want that incline to go. So this is what I came up with. We have this road that will go all the way down to this little area, which I'm planning to have like a food truck kind of situation, but I don't know, that's subject to change. I do have the truck item. I got it from Nook Shopping, but yeah, I don't know if that's what we're gonna do. I'm just, that's the idea. All right, that's as far as I got. And here is the incline, kind of like in between the 2 little areas that we have over here. Also, I feel like it's kind of like in an inoffensive area, like it won't like really block anything or anyone. And then we have like a little space here, which I think could be like a pretty cute farm area. And then we have the 2 houses next to each other, little neighbors. I did put enough room to where I could put a tree because that's very important to me. I also didn't want them like super close to the path because I felt like that was a little weird. So I did like push this one all the way back to the cliff edge that's like right here. And then, I mean, this one could have gone farther back, but I felt like it was weird to have them, I don't know, not aligned over here. And then this path does like a zigzag guy again over to here. And I kind of did that. I could have just taken it all the way across and down, but I kind of wanted to give like more area for like decoration right here. So I thought that was kind of more important than the path just going straight. And I feel like the Wiggles are fun. I watched the Wiggles growing up, but that's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and get that incline. And then I guess we can start getting all of the houses as well. I also have to put an incline where we're going to have the museum. So let's head over there. Through my fields of flower. I really need to stop these flowers from growing. They're getting out of control. Same with over here. I was just trying to get more hybrids, but they just keep growing. They're growing everywhere. They're taking over. But yeah, we had our other incline planned right here, so we can do that one as well. And yeah, I guess I'll just do some time traveling to get all of that figured out. And once they're all placed and everything, I think we can come back and work on placing, we need to place the museum and then Nooks and Ables as well. So we can talk about that. Oh, look, another gyroid. Oh, Bendoid. Is that the one that looks like a little drunk guy? I really like him. Show him to me. Yeah, oh, he's cute too. He's a cute color. I didn't know it came in that color. And then we have the boing. Yeah, I have like 4 of him. Oh, I love them. Oh, I also planted one down here. I want to see what it is. I planted one here that I found on the beach. A stelloid. I think that's the one that kind of looks like machinery from like Aliens. I don't know if that makes sense. No, no, no. Stupid. Don't bury it. Don't look so excited that you dug it up. I just buried it, you imbecile. Place it. Yeah. Doesn't it kind of look like a little alien guy a little bit? Alien technology. There's another one. The Sprongoid. I don't think I actually have that one, but that one looks like an alien. And that's the one I was using on my other island to beat aliens. See, look, yeah, I have another guy right there. That's the same as that other one. Let me see, do I have that alien looking one? I have a collection of them over here, actually. I should probably also sell all my crops to start getting some more money, too. These are all my babies. Yeah, look, I have so many of this guy. I have one right there. I have one over there. I think I have one maybe on the dock as well. I have two. Hello? Coal? Oh, a monocle? How much are you selling it for? Whoa, no, that's half a pair of glasses. I'm not spending that much. Sorry, bro. I do feel bad though, because like, are they poor? Should I be helping them? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and get to moving this stuff around. Oh, also for up here, I think I'm gonna move Hazel, Sheldon, and Cole. And then I think my only other two villagers that I can place over here is Allie and Tom. I don't really plan on keeping either of those. I might keep Tom if I have to. If I'm like down to the wire of the island and I can't find anyone else, I might just keep Tom. But he's not perfect in my mind. So I don't know, subject to change. Okay, well, it's literally like 2 minutes after Cole just had a thought bubble, but our boy Goose has a thought bubble now. Hopefully it's not a moving bubble. It is a moving bubble. No, Goose. You have to stay here, even though I've bought all your furniture from your house. Stay here and clean, my guy. Your house isn't even messy. You have like 3 pieces of furniture. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I think that means that in like 5 days, we should get another thought bubble. So, oh, but that's gonna end us on a Saturday. So maybe Sunday we could see a thought bubble. And it's hopefully someone that I want to leave. I still haven't even like placed the inclines or houses down yet, but look what we got in Nook Shopping, a castle gate. I don't think I'm actually going to buy this because I don't know where I would use this, but it's fun that we got it. I mean, I'm not going to buy it. It's also very expensive, but yeah, just thought that was fun. I just heard from Isabel that Red is here, so I thought I'd take you along to see what we have for sale. I'm probably not going to buy art, but I want to see the little items he has, because he has had a couple really good items that I've bought before. I think I already own that lamp in blue, so probably won't take that. And then this, I don't think I would use at all. The only area that I could see myself using this in is I thought I was going to make like a soccer field on the island somewhere, but I really don't see that happening. So I don't think I'm going to take that. I do really like this statue though. Well, yeah, I'm not going to get anything. I am going to fully crash out if this game keeps giving me duplicate DIYs. There are so many DIYs in this game. I don't need 17 bamboo benches. Or multiple kettlebells and barbells. Or, you know what, like don't give me any of the fruit DIYs or the golden items. Like these are both from today, and I know both of them. Tell me why. Nintendo, please explain. I just placed the last house down into their final spots, so we can take a look at what the map is looking like so far. We also have all of our bridges and inclines set. So all of those are in position. So all we have to worry about now are the 3 in-game buildings. So both the shops and the museum. And I think we can start with the shops because they're both going to be over here in this area. And I did a little prep yesterday, just getting the bushes out of this area because I knew I was going to put the shop here. Well, Able Sisters here. So it's really easy where I'm going to place down Nook's Cranny because there's only like really one spot it can really go over here, and that's right here. Even though this rose has overgrown, I also did not mean for these roses to grow like this at all. I meant to have like 3, and now there's a bunch of them, and I've moved other ones over here too because I just got them for making the garden wagon. So I need to fix that. I need to fix all the flowers on this island, to be honest. Okay, so building is going to go here. And I think I want to have it all the way over to this little piece here. My only concern is I hope it doesn't block the area in front of Sheldon's house, because I want to put stuff in front of his house, but I don't want there to be like, I don't know, you not being able to see it. I guess I could put like one row behind the shop and move the shop one forward. Also, it's thundering, so if you hear that, that's the thunder. Welcome to Florida in the summer. It thunders and storms every day. But it's gonna be, I think, like right here. That at least gives it a little bit more room behind it. And we can put like, I don't know, bushes or something in front. I also forgot to count this. 1, 2, 6. Okay, so it takes up this whole little flat area, which is actually kind of nice. And then it's 4 in depth, So that's gonna be the shop. Look at little Cobb walking around. I'm still excited we got him on this island because I do like him. And then I was thinking of putting Able Sisters right here. So let's get rid of this tree real quick. I've just been chopping them down because honestly, I can't be bothered to pick them up and move them. And especially like with the fruit trees, I can just plant the apple and then it will give me, boom, fruit tree. And then hardwood and cedar trees, I can just buy from Nook's Cranny. So I don't know though, because I was kind of thinking of putting it back here against this like little flat edge right here, but then I feel like it's gonna bump out too much because it would be, I think it's 5 wide. So, okay, you can't even see that. So it would be this far out, which does cover, it like lines up with the bridge. So you'd have to like walk around Able Sisters and I don't love that. So I think I do want to put it in that curved area. And then back here, maybe we can do like a little laundry area of some sort, which would be kind of cute. So I'm thinking of putting it here. I don't know if I want it all the way back. I'm kind of thinking of putting it on this one, like it being here. And then 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Maybe I should look that up actually. Well, I guess it's down here. Can I count it being on the beach? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. Okay, I was right. Look at Hazel, my baby. So that's where Able Sisters would be, right here. And I don't know, do I want to move it up one more tile? I think I want to move it up one more. So let's try that and see what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like on the map. We won't really be able to tell until they're there, but I feel like that looks like good placement. And then we'll have to figure out what we want to do with the path over there, because I'm trying to think of what kind of, I'm thinking for Able Sisters, I want to do like a cotton farm with the white hyacinths and having it over here. So there'd be like a little walkway right here. And then back here, like I said, maybe like a laundry-ish kind of area, which would be kind of cute. I do have some like washing machines. I have the clothes pole lines and all of that. I think I have the old-fashioned wash tub. Is that what it's called? Yeah, right here. I have that item. Does that like, it doesn't really connect to anything. I was gonna say, does it show me like all the clothing related items? Not really. I'm gonna have to like study what I have in my DIYs, because there's probably a bunch of stuff that I could use. Like we could probably use this little umbrella stand near Abel's. They really need to stop giving me like wallpapers and stuff. I'm not gonna use them. Please knock it off. I also did get some bamboo, but I don't know, do any of these require spring? Okay, it doesn't look like these require spring bamboo, which is good, because I like young spring bamboo I know is a thing. I also have a lot of the flower items. I do have the hyacinth lamp, which I really want to use, but I actually don't have any purple hyacinths. I feel like I had one and then I threw it away, which is kind of annoying. But I should probably try to get some purple hyacinths again so I can make that little lamp, because you need purple ones for that, and that's so annoying. But yeah, I think this is good. And then the path will be like right here, coming up here. So we do have like a little bit of room next to the stores on either side, which is kind of nice. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for Nook's Cranny. I do have like the gas pumps, so maybe we could do something like that. But I did get a yacht also. I bought a yacht from Nook's Shopping. So I was wondering maybe we could do like a little beach gas pump thing with the yachts. So we could do that as well. But yeah, I have to think about what I want to do with Nook's Cranny. Some type of, I mean, they're all farms, right? Why is everyone trying to sell me their stuff? Literally leave me alone. I don't want your steampunk hat. I don't want your baseball uniform. I feel like this challenge is just making me mad at everyone. Okay, and then the museum is going to be back here within my bug area. He's gonna hate this. I have like all my bugs back here. But I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to have like some trees and stuff back here. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see it though. I've also been saving little tiny fossils to maybe do like a fossil exhibit outside. Like that's really simple, but like it works. I think this one's also 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the issue is I can't put a tree over here now. So 3, 4, 5. That would go all the way over here though. I think that's 6 tiles. Why can't it be smaller? I feel like being 1 tile away from the wall is too close, but the next tile would be here. What does that look like on the map? Let me get over here so I can see it. I mean, that's not horrible. Like I said, we could also bring it forward a little bit more, and then we do have a little bit more room on the sides, because then the cliff kind of indents a little bit, and then like the area next to the beach kind of bumps out. So maybe let's try to bring it forward by like maybe 2 tiles. So like here. Yeah, and then let me get rid of some of these trees and I'll properly map it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the museum right there. I think that does actually look better to me. I think I do prefer that, so that's good. And I guess now I'm just gonna go ahead and time travel and everything and get those 3 buildings moved in and do my dailies looking for hopefully not duplicate DIYs. Once I also have everything on the island, I'm going to just move all of these flowers to the beach, which it's gonna take so long. I might keep like certain ones like the green. I mean, I do have a decent amount of green mums now. They were like slow starters, but they really got moving. And then purples, I'm just gonna throw away. I don't need the purple ones, so. But yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. It's probably gonna take me a little bit to do all of that, so I'll see you shortly. Hello, I am back. I'm not quite done yet. I still have to place down the museum, but our girl Isabel said that we have a campsite villager today. So I wanted to take you along for the ride to see if we get a good one or a bad one. I'm hoping it's a good one so I don't have to go like villager hunting. I can just take the campsite villager. But the last couple times I haven't been so lucky. Like I got Beardo, Tiffany, Tex, Ed, not great ones. So I'm not gonna cross my finger. Well, wait, what? Ooh, actually, we don't have a cow or a bull yet, right? We have 2 pigs, we have a chicken, we technically have 2 squirrels, but I am going to get rid of Sheldon. We have 2 ducks, but I plan on getting rid of Dina. And then we have a bunny, and then I do plan on getting rid of Allie and maybe Tom. So we could get Stu. Not Stu. T-Bone, and I like him. And he does match the color scheme because he is blue. Oh gosh, how long is it going to take me to get him to move to the island? I was not prepared to do this right now. I really thought it was going to be a bad one, but it's T-Bone. Okay, let's see. This is just for a dress? Why does he have a dress with him? Oh, I'm going to go black. Nailed it. Okay, I just have to do this like 700 more times and I'll report back. So that was way easier than I thought. We did that one game, I guessed black, and then this was immediately the next game, and I guessed red, and it was a red heart. And this is the round that he said he was gonna move in. I feel like usually it takes like 17 rounds. Okay, but this is the stressful part. So if you haven't played the campsite game before, they pick a resident on the island to who they want to kick out. And if it's someone you don't want to kick out, you have to close out of the game and then come back in and do it all over again. So hopefully it's either Tom, Allie, Dina, Sheldon. I think those are the only ones I want to move out, right? I think so. Okay, who is it? Who is it? No! Okay, so yeah, we have to close out and then go back in and do it again. I'll come back to you when I have a good one. All right. This is just the next game. So I just left you and now he got Allie to move out. So very excited getting the Allie. I do like Allie, just not for this island. But you have to say T-Bone fits the island much better. Although this kind of makes this is actually kind of sad because I'm pretty sure yesterday in game was her birthday. It was either yesterday or the day before. Oh, I think it was Saturday was her birthday. 2 days after her birthday, I'm kicking her off the island. Also, I did completely forget about his house, but I just looked it up and his house actually works. So that's a relief. I got very nervous for a second. Ooh. Do I have the stacked fish container or do I only have I think I have the stacked shopping baskets. I don't know if I have the stacked fish container. Oh, I do. Okay. We have to buy this fish container. Yes. Oh my gosh. Give it to me. And I'm pretty sure I already own this little garden thing. I'm pretty sure that I have that in my storage. I mean, we could use more than one, so I'm just gonna buy it. It's not horribly expensive, so I'm gonna take it. And I just placed the museum tent down, so I will time travel to get that into place, and then we can see Stu on the island, and then that will probably be it for today, because it's been a long day. A long day. Well, he's not moved in. I forgot that he has to be in like this like little construction thing. For some reason I thought they just moved in right away, but I guess not. But we do have the museum built up, so we can take a look at that real quick. I am getting kind of annoyed that I can't cut this way, but I don't even think I could put, I think the only place I could put a bridge would be like right here, but that's so awkward. So you do kind of have to like scuttle around this little river, but I think that's fine. We do have the little museum over here, which is good because I need to drop down all these fossils because they're hoarding in my pockets. So that's like pretty much everything in their place. We do still have a couple like pathways to figure out. Like I need to figure out the path that I want to go in front of the museum. Also up by my house, I don't really have a pathway or anything. I do think I want to put the gyroid farm on my farm, if that makes sense. So we have this little guy up here. I just planted him up here, but he's really cute. I do want to take a look at the map though, because I want to see what it looks like finalized. Obviously, like I said, we don't have the pathing yet, but we can see what it looks like with everything in their correct space that we have planned out so far. Also, ignore LaBelle. Not going to talk to her. Yeah, but this looks pretty cool. You can obviously tell that there's some like gaps in the pathing. Like there's nothing over by basically any of like the in-game buildings or anything. There's no real pathing around that, but I think this is looking really good, and I'm so excited for Stu to move to the island. That means we only have to get rid of these three right here, so Dina, Tom, and Sheldon. For hopefully, I really want a horse and a horse and a sheep, or like ram, whatever you want to call them, would be pretty cool. I don't know. I do have a chicken already, but I would be fine getting another chicken. Oh, I did want a frog to replace Dina, because I wanted the frog to be kind of near the pond as well. But yeah, for now, this like villager lineup is looking pretty good. We also still have like over half the challenge left, so plenty of time to kick out these 3 villagers and get someone else moved onto the island. But friends, that's going to be the end of a pretty long episode. I'm so glad we got the layout done. Tomorrow, I think we can focus on decorating probably the entrance area, and maybe by Bill's house is kind of where I want to focus tomorrow. So super excited for that. When that video is ready, it will be somewhere on the screen for you. So if it's there now, watch it. Go watch it now. If it's not, I will see you when the next episode comes out. With that, bye friends!